Super Sleepover! Hey everybody, it's Matt here, and today we're doing another episode of Super Sleepover. I'm Matt, and I'm going to be fighting today. Is it Shenlong? Who is this? Who am I fighting today?
This is even better than Shenlong. It's John.
John.
Just as elusive.
Yes, just as elusive. Who will not stand a chance. Shenlong would not stand a chance against us. Or vice versa. I forgot what the actual mistranslation was. Either way, John, you right now we're looking at Ryu get wrecked in Street Fighter. So none of you know how hard it was to try to get John on this show. Literally, John, because of course all of us are isolating right now. So you and I were unable to on your 2003 PC. Am I right?
Yeah, thereabouts. I mean, I got it 2011, but it was from like the mid 2000s. So yeah, it was sitting in my brother-in-law's workshop for God knows how long.
Yeah, so it's not. So the issue is that we couldn't use any types of emulators to try to play online, at least any that would work with that. So we tried to use a website called SNES Party that I've been using with Tristan so that we can actually beat each other up on Super Sleepover while we're isolated. But, John, that didn't work on your computer. You know, you were there. And thankfully, a friend of yours was able to give you an older laptop, but it's not old. It's just old for you. Compared to new tech. It's funny for you. I'm sorry for you. It's new, but for other people out there, they'd be like that laptop, and you're like, hey man, play the game. We can play the game for show. I like laptop, but
Yep.
but don't. The funny thing too is that it's not like it's foreign for me to actually get a hand me down type item from either my family or even I remember I traded something with my ex once. I think I gave her like a portable Blu-ray reader. And she ended up giving me her laptop, which actually worked for years. It only recently crapped out on me. But either way, John, you can move, right? As we're talking right now, you can move.
Actually, I cannot. Actually, what?
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay, so it seems like we're just fine. I was so nervous there for a second. Now where do you wanna? Where would you like to beat me up, John? Now, why am I so not confident whatsoever? John is a master at Street Fighter.
I think you're selling me up a little bit. I've for how long I've been playing Street Fighter, I should be much better.
Mhm.
But really, I think my appreciation and enthusiasm for it eclipses my skill. But why
Fair.
don't we go classic Ryu stage? You want to do the first one?
Yes, but
People
you know how long
recognize
he's
the
been.
stage from Smash Brothers.
You know how long
And,
he's been playing it because he's calling it the Ryu stage.
Yep, and yes, his name is Ryu, but honestly, I have been calling him Ryu for the better part of my life, and it just kind of stuck. And even as a student of a student of Japanese.
Yeah. I was like,
and
you
I
didn't
know
go to
that-
Japan, or have you been to Japan?
Oh no, definitely not. But
By the way,
Hope springs eternal. There we go.
by the way, I love John. By the way, that I'm wondering if it's like a New York thing because I've never heard anyone from any other like state call him Ryu. I'm not saying they don't exist, but I feel like it's very New York
Ryu,
thing.
yeah, it's Ryu, and really that's because what it is. It's a sound that doesn't really exist in English. So it's not something that we're used to. But yeah, that's the correct way to. Oop, there you go. And I missed those signs. Later updates of this game remove the signs in Ryu stage that you can break.
The man who says, you had 5 seconds to try to acclimate yourself to a keyboard. And this was before we started recording, everyone. And all of a sudden, you freaking
Can't keep a good man down. All right, this time let's go to Guile stage.
Of course. We don't have the audio on,
We
but
got
everyone can still hear
home
it.
base here.
Yeah, home base advantage.
Remember how to throw us. There we go. Teenage Mutant Guile Turtles. Oh, no.
Oh, Blanca. I
remember
remember
getting so mad. Oh, there we go.
what?
I remember getting so mad when people would use Blanca because like, all you have to do is just press the button, and there's like no moves to learn. You got me on that one. This was me trying to get fancy and turtle you, which is turtling. You're entitled to know is that's when you. Ideally, the idea is you play defensively with Guile and keep people at bay with sonic booms, and then when they inevitably jump towards you, you hit them with the somersault kick. But that hasn't really been working out because I am rather bad with this
Keyboard.
control setup. But I
You
shall
had
do.
something great with Chun Li.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
the war is canceled. We can all go home.
Okay, so we're at a standstill here. John, I don't know who you're gonna choose. I mean, you look the most like Zangief, but I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
choose Zangief. I don't know. Who do you want to choose?
Zangief is a tricky guy to use effectively, and I don't think I'll be able to use him well on the keyboard.
Great.
So I'm probably gonna let's go with let me use Blanca. Actually, no, we've already seen Blanca. We do Honda.
Okay. And then
Honda.
you want to go to the bathhouse?
Yes and yes. I thought you'd never ask. Or we could go to Zangief's stage and notice that says USSR just to give you a bit of an idea how old this game
Oh
is.
yeah. Oh, okay.
You know,
So
game screenshots that did not age well. So this is first version of Street Fighter. Can't move while doing the 100 hand slap, but kind of don't need to sometimes. There we
oh
go.
no. Oh no, I've been foiled.
Okay.
I've been foiled by Batman.
I know we're playing Street Fighter 2. They remade Street Fighter this bathhouse for Street Fighter 5, and it is beautiful.
I heard everything you've just said. Yeah, actually, I remember because we talked about it episode of What Are You Playing? Because you were playing the Street Fighter 5. Which edition was it? It was like a more complete edition.
Champion edition. So
Yes.
it was the idea of it was Street Fighter 5, but basically with all of the content, the DLC content and bonus stuff that had been released in all the previous versions.
And editing that, I actually had to find footage of it. So it's funny. I'm like, oh yeah, I just heard you, and I'm like, wait, no, I've seen the bathhouse. I had to edit the footage.
So this is the old school bathhouse that got me.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the very Hulk Hogan.
Mother Russia rules, brother.
Brother.
You got paid.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, you know what? I am Zangief, aren't I?
So John, look, I won, but I'm you know me, John. I'm a very nice guy. I would like to give you a chance. All the marbles. One more shot.
All right, sounds good. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my standby. I'm gonna be on late.
Then I'll be Ken. I don't want to be just Ryu again. I'll be Ken.
Even though Ken and Ryu are identical in this game,
John.
they're basically.
If only I had known. I actually don't have a lot of experience with Street Fighter. So Zangief, right?
Yeah, that's Zangief. That's the Russian, the factory stage.
Okay, no, because that's the one you wanted last time that I went to the bathhouse.
Mother Russia.
So
Do not rush. I am rushed.
what I was gonna say to you was, I sort of know that they're the same, but I thought they were somewhat different. But I forgot this is the first.
In World Warrior, in this first version, they're
basically-
identical. They're just head swaps of each other. But then, starting with Champion Edition, they gradually started to differentiate them to the point that now, where they're like broad strokes, they're very similar, but they play differently. Like you can't play Ryu and Ken the same way anymore.
So it's Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, basically, that's a pretty good analogy, honestly.
Just because it's Super Nintendo, though, it's a bit. They look a bit different, compared to Mario and Luigi, like straight up ballot swap.
Yeah, at least early on. I know in Mario. Well, no, Mario World they were palette swaps. In Mario 3, they looked different. So in a way, it was kind of a step back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no! I thought I was dead.
That was a close one though.
I thought I was dead, so I stopped. Oh, okay.
You know what? We get best out of three. Best out of three.
I'm a nice guy. I'm not that nice of a guy.
No, hold on. No quarter asked, none given. Also, if the control setup sucks, it's on me because I chose it. Yeah.
That was actually a really good one to beat you on.
That was a good finish.
Okay. Oh my god.
Actually, you kind of kicked my ass.
Not gonna lie though, John, I did not expect that. Because again, even though we're playing with keyboards here, not or the Super Nintendo controllers or any kind of controller, still, John, again, you have so much experience with this game that yeah, when with Chun Li, you really got me there the first time. But oh man, whew. So this was a lot of fun. And I won and everything, but like in all seriousness, though, this was actually a lot of fun. The reason why we didn't do hyper fighting, funnily enough, I think I told you, John, Tristan and I actually played hyper fighting because that was on the SNES Classic.
Yeah.
So we played that. This one, for some reason, wasn't. I don't know. Quick throw to you. Do you think hyper fighting was the one to choose for an SNES Classic?
Yeah, you know what it is? They probably put hyper fighting instead of this one because hyper
Hmm.
fighting is essentially an update of this. So
Ah,
in a way, it kind of makes this version obsolete.
okay.
Even though changes were made, like there are things that you might prefer about this one, but they probably figured hyper fighting had more characters. It basically had
Right.
everything this had and then more. So it would
Right.
have been redundant probably to have them both on the classic.
Oh, Bison is in that one and not this one, right?
Yeah, in hyper fighting, just like in Champion Edition, you can play as the four bosses.
Okay. But either way, though, damn. Again, very, very close round. I would fist bump you if we were near each other, John, but we're not. So, virtual fist bump.
We'll bump elbows or
Yeah, well,
we'll do the live
virtual.
long and
Just put
prosper.
put the fist or put the elbow up virtually on the screen. I forgot John can't see me. Oh no, John, you are only fist now. You are the official Street Fighter. I forgot that John can't see me and I can see him, so I'm like, John, John. Either way, love you all. Take care. Tune in next time for another episode of Super Sleepover. I might have John on. I might not. But either way, though, when you do come on, John, we gonna get to fighting again. So, take care, everybody. Please, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below with some of your Street Fighter memories. And also, check John out over at John's Game Room. That'll be linked in the description box down below, where John talks about some games from his childhood and teenhood and maybe even occasionally
Centuries ago.
centuries ago. Maybe even occasionally some new stuff, but for the most part, stuff from when he was a wee little babby. From the ages of 0 to 17. A wee
Now,
little babby.
Nobody could beat me when I was zero. Like
Yeah,
that was me at my probably at my peak.
at your peak. Yeah, Street Fighter 2 didn't even exist yet, but you were still that good at it.
That's how good I am.
That's true. That's true. All right, everybody. So, see ya. Say goodbye, John.
Keep on street fighting.